So today I got a jet drive intake, and as what's being requested of me today is the old plate that was welded into. He would like this just milled off. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this face up a little bit because this is where I'm going to mount it. And now it should be smooth enough for the way I want to mount it to my machine. All right, I got this all mounted up. Let me come in here and show you what I've done. So that face that wire wheeled and hit with the file there, I got that clamped to my angle plate. My angle plate's clamped to the table. Using existing threaded holes, I've bolted this to the angle plate, and I've just used my toe clamp set up to hold this face nice and solid to the angle plate. On each end, I got this side rail sitting on 1-inch blocks. He said that, yeah, you can do all your work. You can pick one edge if you want. So I've picked that face. That's what we're going to work on. So I got a parallel at each end. Got it clamped down. It's a pretty rigid setup. I don't think we're going to have any problems with this. I've run the dial. We need from this end to this end running true. Next up, I'm going to find the inside edges of this pocket here, or this port, whatever we want to call that, and I'm going to find the center line. The drawing he gave me works off the center line, so we're going to come up about 4 inches, and I'm going to mill my step all the way along here on top and bottom rail. All right, so I got ahead, I scribed out my center line, and I scribed the line top and bottom where the rails should end up. So I put my 1.5-inch diameter roughing end mill in, and I set it up so that we're just a little bit higher than that line. And I'm going to take a pass right across this top rail. Come in here, take a measurement. I left myself enough for a cleanup pass when I come in with my final cutter. So I'm going to come down to the bottom, and I'm going to cut that one in to the same depth as this one now. So now I'm going to come to this end over here, and I have a distance from this edge to here where I got to do this same step. All right, so I got the perimeter all roughed in like I needed to, and while I still got that roughing end mill in there, I'm going to come along this top edge. I'm going to rough this down pretty close to his edge here for him. That way he doesn't have to mess around with that grinding, and I'll be able to go right off the edge here. So that knocked off quite a bit of that material, squared it up too. So I'm going to come down here, I'm going to do the same to the bottom, but the way I got it set up right now, using that tool isn't going to work for us. So I'm going to change the end mill to a smaller diameter one that'll fit between my table and the edge that we're going to machine here. This time I'm going to run a 3/4 inch roughing end mill. Cleaned it up nice, looks pretty good now. Well, my roughing's done. I'm gonna change my tool again, and I'm gonna start doing the finishing passes on the step of the perimeter here. Alright, so at some point early on in the beginning of machining the face of this, the battery died to the GoPro. So I just kind of finished up what I was doing. It was getting late in the evening and called it a night. So I'm back, and this is what we come up with. All the machine work on this face here is complete. So I'm done all the machine work, but I'm not quite finished. I'm gonna go around real quick with a file, knock all them sharp edges off. Alright, so I gave it a quick wear wheel off, knocked off a bunch of the porosity and dirt and mud and sand. I cleaned these gasket faces up a bit, and it just overall looks better. I'm gonna go throw this in the spray wash for a few minutes. Actually got a thing of bolts that need washing too. So it's just something a little bit different. I've actually never machined one of these. Made a nice big mess in the machine shop. Get to go clean up now, and that's what I'm gonna do. So thanks for tuning in, everyone, and I'll catch you later.